Welcome back. You're with me again, Brian, and we're here in my office about to now examine this 2-volume 18th century set. It's a plate set of views of the Rhine River. It's in a period 18th century binding or a very early 19th century, although I do believe these are probably contemporary to the imprint date. And we're going to just briefly examine it. It's 2 volumes complete. It's lacking 2 plates and a map. That's how we acquired it. But the profusion of plates within it makes it well worthy of acquisition. For instance, the first one here, they're all on some level views, and obviously along the Rhine River. It is interesting to note at the date of imprint of this work, 1794, look at that Cleves, yes, that's lovely. There was actually a revolutionary activity going on in France. It's the beginning era of the French Revolution. And so in theory, that's interesting, okay. While this set was being produced, there was a revolution going on in the areas. Look at that great view of Cologne there, very nice. And so that's the first volume. The second volume has a profusion of plates. I will show you here. The boards are attached firmly. The bindings are sound. Some of the plates are loose, which is not an issue really. They've just popped loose and they're readily attachable if you desire. Someone here has gone through and annotated what's lacking. And so basically this list shows all the plates are here except for this map of the Rhine at the front, and then these 2 are just off views of locations that I'm not quite sure why someone would have removed them, or maybe it's always possible on plate books of this era that there are binding issues with the binder, but at any rate, just so you know that all the views are here except for 2, and that's a lot of them, and they are not expensive views, and so the work is priced essentially as a plate book of views like this. There, that was a view that had popped clean. It probably, yes, has to do with the fact that some of these views were glued in by the binder, not sewn in, and so the signatures are sewn, but the views were tipped in afterwards, because of course the aquatints are all produced separately in a different location, typically from the letterpress of the printing of the book, and so they would have been sent to the bindery separately to be bound in, and here's one here. It's very cleanly detached, which I think leads me to that conclusion that there is no evidence of any type of removal. It's merely just a popping clean from the glue drying, an organic glue of the era. And so it would be no issue to take modern acid-free book glue that you can readily get on many websites if you wanted to. And so you've seen the inside of this 2-volume set, and if it interests you, it is available now online from me, Brian DiMambro.